am Sue Webley. Welcome to another episode of Inspire. Welcome, everyone. Listen, I am not feeling 100% today, but that intro gets me going. And so I'm so excited to be here with all of you who are joining in, coming in on Facebook, coming in on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and on Instagram. Hey, Instagram, I see y'all coming in on the other side. If you ever see me looking over there, because I'm looking at the Instagram folk, welcome to another episode of Inspire. This is our first Inspire for... Is it our first Inspire for September? Yes, it is. Oh my God. Can you believe it is September already? This year is going by quickly, y'all. And unfortunately, I have to, before I say anything else, do want to acknowledge that it is a Suicide Prevention Month. And listen, if you are struggling, I want you to know that you are loved, you are needed, and you belong here. You are loved, you are needed, and you belong here. We need you here. And if you are struggling, if you need support, I'm going to put this up on the screen for you. And I'll throw it up there every once in a while. But if you or someone you know needs support, you can call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org. That is the lifeline that will help you. If you don't want to do that, please reach out to someone you trust. Reach out to a family member, a trusted friend, a professional. Reach out. Help is available for you. I said earlier this week for Inspire Me Mondays that it is not weakness to ask for help. It is a sign of strength. All right. And so we want you to ask for help. We are here for you. And we are glad that you're still here. We want you to continue to do so. So I wanted to get that out of the way at the top of our program today. Again, I will post that link for those of you who may be struggling, for you to contact the Lifeline. Also, I want to lift up the families of the children and the two teachers, I believe, who were murdered during the latest school shooting. This is happening. Once is too much, right? I hear that they have arrested both the father and the son. I heard that Vance dude said some stupid asinine things about school shootings and how they're the norm. They're basically the norm in this country, and it shouldn't be, right? So we are sending prayers to those who have lost loved ones, and we're praying for healing for those who were injured in the latest school shooting. I see you coming in. Hey, y'all. Hey, Chuck. I see you. Hey, Shannon. Oh my gosh. So Shannon's over on Instagram, and I promise you, Shannon, I just looked at your profile and said to myself, I hadn't seen you for a long time. So hey sis, it's so good to see you on Instagram. Oh my God. Thank you for joining us today. I see you, Elder Boaz. Thank you. I see you. Come on, listen. The deacons are coming in. Oh my God. Yes, Vance is stupider. So it's not surprising. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes. Good morning, brother named Tony. I'm so excited to have Christopher on today. But if you've just joined us, if you don't know who I am and you just stumbled upon this broadcast this morning, I am Sue A. Webley. I'm your host. I am an author, an entrepreneur, and an award-winning minister. And so Inspire is a live interview style broadcast that's on a mission to encourage, empower, and embolden individuals to create change in their personal lives, their communities, and in the world. And so, as our wonderful guests, oh my God, we've had some amazing guests, and today is no exception. As our guests come, as our entrepreneurs, our influencers, our creatives, and others share their testimonies, tips, and tools with us, we hope that you who are watching right now on social media and you who will catch this in the replay and hear it on audio on podcasting platforms, that you are inspired to elevate your mindset, to pursue your dreams, and to do, as the late Dr. Katie Geneva Cannon put it so eloquently, the work that your soul must have. We are live again on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and on Instagram. And I want to invite you to connect, follow, like, and subscribe. Building up the Inspire with Sue W platform on Facebook and Instagram. So please, please, please do me a great big favor and like us, like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. If you have TikTok, look for Sue A. Webley. Listen, I'm trying to go live on TikTok too. So go over to TikTok and follow me. I'm Sue A. Webley everywhere. You put Sue A. Webley in, you will find me, I promise. And you could also head over to our website at www.getinspired.live to subscribe to our newsletter. We have some things coming up we don't want you to miss. And so please, please, please do me a favor and subscribe. We don't want you to miss out. There's some things happening. We don't want you to miss out on what's happening with Inspire. You can also listen later on Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. We're Inspire with Sue on all of those platforms. So y'all know how I do. If you are just joining us for the first time, I'm always going to ask what you're sipping on. And so, I did not transfer this to my cup, which I'm about to do now. What are you sipping on this morning? All right, I officially have coffee in my cup. Had to transfer that. I got coffee in my cup. Thanks, babe, for making sure that I had some coffee this morning before the show. But what you got? What you got? I got coffee with some almond milk with caramel almond milk creamer, which is just amazing. It's amazing. What are you sipping on this morning? Is it water? Is it tea? Is it juice? Is it a smoothie? Is it something stronger? Listen, if you got something strong in your cup, I am not judging you. Some of us need something stronger in our cup. All right, let me take a sip. Mm. Tell me what you were sipping on. Hey, Bishop Stephen. Listen, come on, Bishop Love. It's so good to see you. Thank you for joining us today. Oh, listen, the people, coffee, come on. People I haven't seen for a long time on Instagram. Come on and tell me what you're drinking. Thank you. Thank you. We got a whole lot of coffee drinkers in the house this morning, and I got some news coming up. I think I'm going to announce it next week about that. But thank you. Tell me what you're sipping on, and tell me where you're watching from, and do me an additional favor and share our broadcast this morning. Listen, I want the people to come and be engaged with us and learn all about my wonderful brother Christopher Williams, who is about to be coming on with us in a minute. Share, and share some more. Now, if you missed last week, I need you to go back and I need you to go back and watch last week. If you missed last week's episode. You can go on YouTube. You can go to my Facebook page. You can pretty much go on LinkedIn. You can go wherever we stream and find last week's episode. You can also go to our website again at www.getinspired.live and watch all of the previous episodes on our website. But I need you to go back if you are struggling like in the area of your giftedness and you're trying to figure out where you are supposed to be right now in your life. Go watch that. Please go watch it. It will bless you. I know that some of you who were on last week can attest to the fact that last week's conversation will certainly bless you. But we are with a wonderful human being, my brother, my friend, Christopher Williams, who is the founder and CEO of Stilts Shoes. And his Christopher's journey in the fashion world began in his hometown of Harlem. Big up Harlem, New York. Y'all know I'm from Brooklyn. I will rep Brooklyn down to the socks. But big up Harlem, New York, where his passion for design was sparked at a young age. At just 23 years old, he took a bold leap of faith and launched Stilts Shoes, a brand that has since taken the sneaker industry by storm with its signature urban glam and chic designs. Christopher's work has been celebrated at major events like New York Fashion Week, and his creations have graced billboards in Times Square and adorned the feet of Hollywood stars. Now he's preparing, and I'm so excited to hear about this. Now he's preparing for an incredible milestone, showcasing Stilts Shoes at Milan Fashion Week, one of the most prestigious stages in the fashion world. So join me today as we dive into Christopher's inspiring journey from his roots in Harlem to international acclaim, and explore the creativity, passion, and perseverance that have made Stilts Shoes a rising force in fashion. As we prepare to meet Christopher, let us take a look at at his Rockstar line, a promo for his Rockstar line.
Inspire people when it comes to personality. Like Rockstar is just not just the rock star that you see on somebody's foot. It's just you are a rock star, basically. This is what you are. You are fashion. You know, when somebody wear my shoes, I want them to feel like, you know, anything you want to do in life, you can do it. So when they put on the rock star, it's like they feel glam, they feel inspired, they feel have confidence. And when they wear the shoe, stand, strut, be a rock star.
Hey, Christopher.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me. This is a great opportunity. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. I love
Listen, and so your honey is ever present because he sings the song in that promo.
Yes, well, you have to connect the two. You
Yeah,
know, me and
listen.
him is some good entrepreneurs, and we out here doing our thing. So it's always good to support each other.
Yes. And he's the COO, I believe, of Still
Yes, he
Shoes.
is definitely the CEO of the
Y'all
company.
better work together.
Yes, we got to do it. That's how we
Well,
grow.
yeah, listen, that's how you grow. Thank you again for joining us. Well, the first question I'm going to ask, what are you sipping on this morning, Christopher?
So this morning, I am sipping on some green tea that my babe made for me.
Can we see the cup? Can we see the cup?
Yes.
Let me see what's the cup. Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah.
Come on, cup. Come on, sip. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much again for saying yes. I know we were supposed to have you on previously, and duty called, your job called and said they needed you.
Yes, and told me that I had to come in, which,
Yeah.
ugh,
But I'm so glad. I'm so glad that we were able to get you on today. So, Christopher, tell us a little bit more about Stilts Shoes. Uh, yeah, tell us a little bit more about the brand.
So about Still Shoes is a brand that is a unique brand for people that is well, sorry. Our brand is basically is very unique, very versatile brand. It's a luxury high-end brand that specializes in good quality. And when it comes to my
Mhm.
sneakers and my shoes and clothing, and provide great quality for people that is a man and a woman, because certain brands, you know, you have to, they look nice, but it's like they people sacrifice from comfort. So this brand, basically my brand, basically helps you look comfortable, stylish in your everyday life. So we bring that glam and luxury to you and present it to
Mhm.
you so you can feel like you getting good quality when you leave our store.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. And so this is a brand that's for everyone. So you say male and female, but I'm going to also assume it's for anybody.
It's for anybody. Literally, it's for
Yes.
anybody.
So thank you for sharing that. Take us back um to your early days in Harlem. So what was it that what sparked your passion for fashion? What was it about working at in a boutique in Harlem that sparked your passion for this? And how do you think your experience there shaped what you were doing now?
So when I just want to say that I always had like a passion for fashion since I was a young kid. Like I used to like go in my room and sketch and like be inspired by other designers that I saw in the industry, and that's what inspired me to be a designer. So when
Mhm.
I was working for a boutique in Harlem, I was a sales associate slash stylist. So I basically mostly style up all the mannequins, style up the windows to make sure the windows was nice and like presentable. And also when we had like new clients that came in the store, I styled them up as well. Working in a boutique was very hands on. It gives me the ability to be more connected to the client, intimate. So that way I would know everything about the client and what the client does and what it don't like.
Mhm.
Running the company, because I didn't really run it, but kinda I was running it because it almost was never there. So basically I had to like open the store, do inventory, and that really got me like a good like, it kind of inspired me and to basically do my own company basically,
Yeah.
because I had so much responsibility to present the clothing to people in the neighborhood, that that gives me the ability, the experience to provide that on my own when it comes to my own company, and that's how
Yeah.
Stilts started, just
Mhm.
from being inspired by the boutique. It gives me the experience to
Yeah.
go on and do my own thing.
Yeah. Wonston. Hey, Wonston. Wonston says that store is getting you ready to start your own company. Listen.
Exactly.
And there's nothing wasted. There's nothing wasted
There's
for some.
nothing wasted. No.
So about stills, is it just sneakers or is it shoes as well?
So when I first started Stilts, I mostly did a lot of custom made shoes. That's when
Okay.
I first started. I did like a lot of custom made women's shoes, heels, high heels, stilettos, and flats. And then when I branched off basically and start to create one sneaker that actually became the Rockstar sneaker. It was only one
Mhm.
sneaker. It was just a limited edition.
Mhm.
That's when I start to get more into the sneaker industry, because in the sneaker industry, it was changing its ways, because when we think of sneakers, we always think about like urban, but it was
Mhm.
starting to be more on the luxury side. And
Yeah.
then I had an idea, but like, you know what? Let me change it up a little bit and let me see on where I can be at this time. And that's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
I did. And that's how I kind of got into doing sneakers. But it's not just only sneakers. I am doing shoes too, but not now.
Okay. All right. And so pretty much if anyone needs a custom shoe, they can kind of connect with you and you
They
can
could
work with them.
still kind of contact me or do my email on my website. And
Mhm.
yes, I still probably could do the custom made shoes. It's just that it's going to It's not the main thing on my list, so it will take like a process to
Yes.
do it. But yeah, it's a definitely an option if you want
Yeah.
a custom made shoe.
Yeah, I might have to be hitting you up a little later.
Okay.
So you have built a wonderful, remarkable brand with Still Shoes. What personal values, um, inspirations drive your creative vision and your business philosophy?
So my personal values is like love, trust, justice, creativity, and passion. So I basically bring all of that into my brand to structure it and have a ground. And when I go forward, when it comes to building up the brand, so it can basically stand on its own ground and his own
Mhm.
they with its own feet on its own ground.
Wow, wow. Thank you for sharing that. Violetta says, I can spot the rock star on someone from across a crowded subway platform. It really is a unique sneaker. Wonston, yes, I
It
didn't
is.
know it was you. House of X Entertainment.
It is.
Wonston wanted to know if I knew that was him typing. Yes, I did know that. I did know that. I see all of you. Thank you all for joining us again. We are in conversation with Christopher Williams, who is the founder and CEO of Stilts Shoes. And so, if you have a question, those of you who have joined us, if you have a question for Christopher, please post it. I will be sure that Christopher gets an opportunity to answer that question before we close out today. So, Christopher, speaking
Yes.
about Rockstar, right? It has been a significant success. Can you walk us through your creative process a bit when you are designing a new line? And how do you balance? You talked about urban earlier. How do you balance that urban glam and chic styles?
So when it comes to the zigzag collection, well, actually not the zigzag, sorry, because I just saw the zigzag. When it comes to my creative process, so um, when I think about creating, it's like it's an idea that run in my mind, and I write down the idea, and then from there I create a mood board. So and the mood board is basically it breaks everything down. So I
Mhm,
have like my color and stuff of what I want to put in the collection. Then I have the materials that I want to put in the collection. And then from there, when I write all that down, then I go into sketching the sneaker and
mhm,
or the product. And then when I start sketching the product, then I come up with what inspiration and like what collection that I want people to know the inspiration and the story behind it. So
mhm.
then my thing about it is I love music and I'm surrounded by music all
Yeah,
the time because my husband's an artist. So,
yeah,
and I also love music, other artists too. And I always wanted to be connected to music. So then I start thinking about, you know, being a rock star. I was
mhm,
like, yo, you know what? That sounds really good. So that was like my first collection, which was the rock star. And when I thought about it, I said, what quality, what material that is bold, is, stylish and loud that would basically go connected with the rock star. And
mhm,
then when I thought about it, I said, well, you know what? Glitter is like the perfect, thing for this collection.
mhm.
So when I thought about glitter, that was the material, that's the main material that you saw on all my sneakers because that actually bond the collection together.
Mhm,
So when I put the glitter on the sneakers and stuff, it gives a glam, it gives a luxury feeling, but also the silhouettes of what I picked for each sneaker also give that urban feeling as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I made that collection very versatile
Mhm,
because I want this collection just not only be very dressy or
mhm.
red carpet, but I also want it to be an everyday look. So
Yeah.
when I basically what I did was picked up all the silhouettes in the collection, and then I just send them off into being up actually produced as a prototype, and
Okay.
that's literally my designing process.
Wow. Oh, wow. Well,
There's a
we're
lot, but but that's how I design.
yeah, well, you know what? I mean, it is a lot. There's many steps, but the end result is a beautiful product, right?
Yeah.
And I think that some people kind of look at the final piece and don't know. This is just in life in general. They don't know all of what it takes to have a product or to have a to be at a certain point in your life. There are many steps that you must take to get at a certain point. I see Bishop Bonnie. Okay. All right. So I see questions coming in. Let's go to some of these questions. Thank you so much, y'all. Again, if you're watching, if you just joined us, we are in conversation with Christopher Williams, who is the founder and CEO of Stilts Shoes. And so I see questions coming in. I invite you to post your questions. I will make sure that Christopher has the opportunity to answer them. So Rashawn says, if you have the opportunity to design shoes and sneakers for any famous singer, who would it be?
That's a good question. So I will say Janet Jackson, because we know Janet Jackson as being a amazing dancer, basically, and she is also a sneakerhead. So that I
Mhm.
learned over the years, because it's I always liked the Janet Jackson style. Always liked it, every shoes that she wore, or when it came to her designing, like, process of getting dressed. I always wanted to design a piece for her and
Mhm.
stuff, because I love that she was a dancer, and in my past passion, I did dance as well. So that's
Yes.
like a connection that I have with that singer. So I always wanted to put my rock star on her
Mhm.
feet,
Yeah.
always, and
Yeah.
stuff. And I am going to get that opportunity. I'm just working on it. But she is one of the people that I would
Oh,
definitely design for.
I love it. I can't wait to see some of those rock star sneakers on Janet's feet.
I know,
And I'm
especially
not
when she's on
surprised that
her
you chose
tour and she
Janet.
like dancing and stuff. Hey, she busting it down with the rock stars. So
Yes, yes, yes. Come on, questions. Y'all questions are coming in. Okay. Let me I want to spotlight some of these questions. We're going to have an opportunity for you to answer them. But Dave says that you mentioned justice as part of your core values. How does that tie into Stilts?
So with justice, I always been a person that is for rights. I always been a person that want everybody to have equal rights, freedom, because we all human beings. It should not be cutting off, rights from different people because they don't fit in the norm of America. So when it comes to like women's rights, gay rights, is even human being rights. As a human, we all have rights. It was always my passion. I always had a passion for global justice. And I feel like, as justice being my core value, I am for the people, and I always been for the people, and I love people, and I don't like people that don't have and stuff. So I've always been the person that, if I had like friends, because how I grew up was very middle class. And I have friends that was not middle class, but
Mhm.
when they needed something, I was always there to provide it. So
Mhm.
I feel like justice for me is always about, helping the people, helping the people grow, helping the people, survive, helping the people be successful, And I feel like that goes in with Stilts,
Mhm.
basically, because Stilts is not just only, a clothing and a shoe brand, but it's also for the people. When you wear the Stilt sneakers, when you wear the Rockstar, I always have a saying that you are what you wear, because who you are is not even about the design, but it's about putting it on. I always get emotional about it, but putting it on basically and feeling like you could be whoever you want to be.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have people judge you in this world. So I'm sorry, I get emotional about it.
No, you're
But,
good.
and that's how I feel like justice is the perfect thing for Stilts, that is the core value, is because, we are for the people. And saying that, me and my husband is working on a nonprofit for Stills Cares that helps LGBT people, young people, to basically get on their feet and
Mhm.
basically, teach them about different core values and different things that they want to do in life, and help them do those things and be with them and protect them, and make sure that they have somebody that they know who loves them. So
Yes, yes. Oh, thank you so much for sharing that. And that, I know that passion. Don't ever apologize uh for being emotional, because all of that passion goes into the work that you do with Stilts. And I can't wait to see that nonprofit come to life, come to fruition. Yes, I felt that too, Dave. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for
no problem.
sharing that with us, because our young people need it.
Yeah,
Our young people need to know, especially those who are members of the LGBTQ plus community, uh, uh, Black and Brown in particular,
yes, in
need
particular.
to need to know that they can be themselves, right?
Yes,
Um, that they are loved, that they are cherished, that they are honored, and that people care, like they are cared about. And so I'm grateful that you are going to take this next step with Stilts. The fashion industry is challenging, right? Can you share just a little bit about some of the challenges that you might have had since starting the Stilts brand, and also what motivates you? I think I heard a little bit about what motivates you in your response to the last question, but what motivates you to keep pushing despite the challenges you may be facing in the fashion industry?
so when it comes to my motivation, it's always about art and nature
Mhm.
and stuff that would mostly motivate me to keep doing it. And when I say nature, is that I go into a place basically that is just in the open, and that is surrounded by trees and birds, and I
Mhm.
just sit there and let go and be free. And when I let go and be free, a lot of that is the time to think about what's going to be my next step. And sometimes, well, not sometimes, but all the times, ideas come to my head, and good ideas. And when I think of the ideas, I then basically put it on paper. And that's basically what inspired me to create as well. And
Mhm.
then when it comes to art, art, I love art. I love anything when it comes to an art piece. When I look at art, art tells a story. It also tells a story about, justice. It tells a story about pain. It tells a story about freedom. So when I look at those pieces, it gives me an idea of being free, and of my creativity and what I can do. I'm a type of person that is basically, like I said, is global justice. And
Mhm.
I'm a type of person that, loves structure. And anything I do, it have to be excellence and stuff. So when I basically be in the art room, it's really kind of like connects to me. So that's what basically pushed me to like keep doing it,
Mhm.
because I know it's a place for me. It's a place for me in this industry. And it's a place for especially of me as a person of color, because And the fashion industry is lacking that a lot. You
Mm-hmm.
know, is lacking people of color being more up top and stuff. So, in my opinion, I feel like I have a mission to succeed, to make sure I will be who I want to be on top and without being judged.
Yeah.
So that always pushed me into doing and keep doing it because I know it will basically, you know, inspire other people that have, you know, feel the same way how I felt and want them to do it. So I'm basically doing to open up doors that people that looks like me, that and then tell them that you know what, you can do it too.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
keep pushing, keep working, keep doing what you need to do so you can get there.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. I love it. All of these. Carolyn says pushing forward always, especially when the intention is genuine. Dave says it's like stealing yourself and being a conduit. That is what it is,
Yeah.
right? We are conduits, right? I love that. I love that. We're going to take a quick break to give Christopher a time to sip some of his green tea.
Yes. Because I'm
There's some
very
questions.
parched and very thirsty.
A little parched. But I see some of your questions. I see some questions that I did not ask you yet, Christopher. Don't worry, y'all. I'm going to make sure that Chris gets the opportunity to answer those questions. But we're going to take a quick break and then get back with our conversation with Christopher Williams. So I want to remind all of you to head on over to our Facebook and our Instagram pages at Inspired with Sue W. I am building up those pages, and so please do me a great big favor and connect with me there. Follow and like and do all the things. Again, if you are on TikTok, if you happen to be on TikTok, just look for Sue A. Webley on TikTok and follow me on TikTok because I would love to go live on TikTok. I'm almost there. I'm almost there at the number that I need to go live on TikTok with Inspire. And so y'all can help me do that. Also, head over to our website at www.getinspired.live. You can subscribe to our newsletter there to find out all about the things that are coming up for Inspire. You can learn about the show. You can watch previous episodes. You can learn a little bit about me. Head over to that website at www.getinspired.live. Again, you can listen later on Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. We're Inspired with Sue on all of those platforms. If you or someone you know is on a mission to create change while inspiring others to do the same, we want to hear from you. We want you to join us in the future episode of Inspire. And again, you can head over to the website at www.getinspired.live. You can book your appearance right on our website. You can fill out the intake form right on our website to join us on Inspire. Also, we are building up the Inspire Network where inspiration finds its voice. Listen, I'm telling you, we trying to do big things over here, okay? So for more information about joining the network, which includes live stream production, which includes consultation, which includes branding, which includes marketing, all of those good things. You want more information about that, please email me at sue@getinspired.live for more information. Bastiana needs a kidney. We are going to announce this every single Saturday until she gets one. Yanni needs a kidney donor. She's in search of potential donors who are fairly healthy, who have the blood types A or O, and who have the courage to commit to surgery and save her life. She would love to share the safety measures with you. Please email her and her family to contact her directly and her family. Email peacepeopleinc@gmail.com. That's peacepeopleinc@gmail.com. You can also head over to emerylivingdonor.org to fill out the survey there and enter her name, which is Ayana Davis. Enter her name, which is Ayana Davis. Let's help our sibling get her kidney. I want to remind you again before we go back in our conversation, you are loved, you are needed, and you belong here. It is Suicide Prevention Month. And if you or someone you know needs support, I want you to call or text 988 or chat at 988lifeline.org. That is the lifeline, the suicide prevention lifeline. If you need help, if you know someone who needs help, utilize those utilize that number 988 988. If you cannot, if you don't want to call or get in touch with that lifeline, please reach out to a trusted family member, reach out to a trusted friend, reach out to a professional. Reach out. It is a sign of strength, not of weakness, to ask for help. And so know that you are not alone. You are not alone. Help is available for you. You are loved, you are needed, and you belong here. Thank you so much for joining us. We are going to get back into some more conversation with the wonderful Christopher Williams. Welcome back, Christopher. Hope you got a chance to take a little sip of your green tea.
I sure enough did.
I want to thank all of you again who have joined us. I see, listen, hey, PT, Minister Jules, I see all of you who have joined us. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for hanging out with us on Inspired this morning and supporting Christopher while he is here with us. I still see all of you who are joining us on Instagram. So, Christopher, with the upcoming, so you're getting ready to go to Milan Fashion Week.
Yes.
Like that's the like wow.
I have to prepare myself for that plane, but
wow. How do you plan to incorporate your unique style into a collection that resonates on a global stage?
So when it comes to Milan Fashion Week, the collection basically is all about, it's a very unique collection. Basically, the Zigzag collection is more like, represent Black art. Mm-hmm. So this collection, I wanted to do something a little bit different than my other collection. I did a lot of research. I talked to a lot of people and stuff, and then I saw that, what idea or what inspiration that people could connect with when it comes to this particular collection. And mm-hmm. when I thought about it, I wanted to do like the materials to be bold, to be, simple, to resonate, with people that's everyday people, to connect, different types of, to connect different patterns and stuff when it comes to these particular design. Each design have a story behind it. So the Zigzag collection is a very bold, stylish, and luxury collection. It also, have the main colors to this collection, which is black and white. It have like the black and white stripes. Also, it have a very strong pattern when it comes to patent leathers for this collection. I feel like this collection is not just only with sneakers, but also with clothing, which I have one of them on. So it speaks very much so, it's an empowering collection, especially behind Black excellence. So I wanted this collection to be the one to be in the fashion show because it speaks a lot of Black talent and Black art. And I feel like this collection will also speak behind the collection, which speaks excellence. So I wanted this collection to be on the runway so that way people can see that and it could be on a global scale.
Thank you for that. So if you you saw me doing something else, it's because I realized that you have a video of like a promo of the connection coming up. Am I frozen?
I think you frozen.
Oh my God, what is happening? All right, let me turn my camera off. Let's see if that works. All right. See, listen.
Oh,
Sometimes
okay.
you just gotta reset. Sometimes you just gotta reset. So I was. Let me see if this works. Actually, I want to show the promo for the upcoming collection. Let me see if this works. So people know what you were talking about. All right.
Okay.
Bucket, 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 well, bucket, bucket, like a mechanical bull.
That was quick, but
That's the
I think you
sneak
get a
peek
little
of one
taste.
of the designs.
You get a little taste of one of the designs. So thank you for sharing that with us. So the question came in earlier about who you would want to design, what singer you would want to design shoes for. But if you could collaborate with any designer, past or present, who would it be and why?
I feel like it would be Christian Louboutin because he first of all he's a person of color and he is uh, doing his thing as reaching like the success that he has reached. He's also like very passionate about his product. Like when he first started, he basically came out with shoes, and I was mostly inspired by his design and his bold pattern, especially when it comes to the materials that he used, the inner soul of the color, which making that red color being every his whole signature for his whole company.
Mhm.
So he mostly, I would definitely collaborate with him because he always give me like an inspiration to do, or become to do the same thing that he does, but more into a global scale and
Yeah,
stuff. And I always liked his passion for design. So I
yeah.
feel like he will be perfect to be the person to collaborate with.
You hear that? I hope he sees this you put that out to the universe, and so it's going to happen the same way it's going to happen with Janet. I
That
believe.
part.
I believe. Um, let's get into some of these other questions that came in for you. Watson says, "What was the hardest design you have created for still? What design was like the most challenging for you?"
I'm trying to see. Because mostly I don't feel like it was no design that was very challenging for me. And the reason why I say that is because, I'm a designer that, when I create, not following the trends.
Mhm.
So I create through like passion and inspiration and stuff. So every design you saw, it was very natural. It came to me natural. So I didn't really struggle with no design. It literally, I started one design, and then from that one design, it inspired me to do other designs.
Mhm.
So it
Mhm.
was just like a natural flow for
Yeah.
each design, and each design tells a story. So I
Mhm.
didn't really had no struggles with designing one piece.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you for responding. Thank you for that question, Watson. Also, Gaines asks, "Do you plan?" Oh, is that Shamika? Shamika asks, "Do you plan on making kids shoes?"
So I actually, so I am. When I first started the Rockstar collection,
Hmm.
I actually had a collection that was for kids. It was the Little Rock Stars. But I actually had to like push it back
Hmm.
because I wanted to put more creativity in those designs. So, and my thing about it is that I wanted to do it right and
Yeah.
not like wrong or not, because people was asking me like when's the collections coming out, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna put it out there. But I wanted to make sure this collection fit and with the brand, and it tells the story just how the rock star tells the story.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I put it on hold, but I will be bringing it back out soon. So just look out for that collection.
All right, come on, look out for the rock star kids. Is that what you call it? Little rock stars? Is that
The
what you
little rock stars.
the little rock stars? We are looking out for that. Chuck says I can see that he can see you designing shoes for Vice President and the U.S. presidential candidate Kamala Harris. She loves sneakers. Can someone tag VP Kamala? Tag their accounts. Let's see if we can get Christopher to make some
Yes,
sneakers.
definitely. That would be an incredible opportunity.
Listen, we're gonna put that out there too. Janet, Kamala,
Right. Christian Louboutin.
Christian, listen, Christian, everybody.
Everybody
Yes, yes.
come, come.
Come on. Yes. I see. Yes, Vice President. See, people are already tagging.
Thank you
Let's make that
guys. I
happen,
appreciate
y'all.
that. I appreciate the support. Thank you.
Let's make that happen. What's a typical day like for you when you're not designing? Like, do you have any hobbies or routines to kind of help you stay inspired, to help you unwind and help you stay inspired?
Yeah, so I am taking voice lessons with Karen.
Come on, voice lesson.
So I've been taking voice lessons for a while because I want to learn how to sing because music is one of my second passions,
Yeah.
and I also be dancing and stuff like that still,
Mm-hmm.
and listen to different music, and then like spending time with my hubby. That's like the
Yeah.
most important things and stuff. When I spend time with my hubby, we always go to like jazz clubs, and
Mm-hmm.
we always hang out in the park, and we do picnics, and we have our dogs with us and stuff, and having my dogs around, it also like create inspiration for even dog clothing and dogs little sneakers and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm always like just having family around and love and
Yeah.
stuff always get me in the process of creating more and doing new ideas and new inspirations that actually would inspire other generations to come.
Yeah. Listen, I'm looking forward to the duet with you and Dave. So once you get the vocals
Yeah,
together,
the voice together because I'm working on
looking
it.
forward to that duet. And if you ever come out with a doggy shoe, we getting Brookie one.
Yeah, definitely, and
You
it
got to
definitely
get
will be for free for you, my friend. I love you.
Brookie needs some doggy rock stars.
yes. That's another thing. I'm kind of also getting into familiar when it comes to home designing too. So look
Okay.
out for that because you may have some rock star pillows and
Okay.
some rock star blankets or
Uh,
couches. So I'm also hitting that market as well. But
all
all that
right.
is in my planning, and that will be coming soon. So.
And we certainly look forward to it. If you could give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be?
Um, I would say stay focused, be driven, have more confidence in yourself. Don't let people around you tell you that you're not good enough because you are. That's what I would say to myself.
Yes, I love it. We all need to say that to ourselves. Thank you.
Because like I had, I don't speak about it and stuff, but I've been struggling with certain like I have a disability. So, like my younger self, I struggle with like reading. I used to struggle with like um, different speeches. I never liked to speak in public because I used to struggle with it and stuff. And, I had a disability and a learning disability and I overcame it. because my business is global and I went places with it. And when I was when I got inspired when I was in New York Fashion Week, and that was the start from it. That was you can be wherever you want to be if you put the work and the hard work into your craft. And that's what I did. And I feel like anybody that have a disability can be whoever they want to be and overcome it. Because if I can do it, they can do it as well. And that's what I want to say.
Thank you. And thank you for being transparent and open and vulnerable with us today. You are certainly an inspiration, and I am grateful for your life, and I'm grateful for the gifts that you give to the world. Right. Um, and yes, PT says I'm so proud of you. Violetta says, Christopher, you are such an inspiration for kids everywhere. Dave says, so proud, baby. You can do anything. Yes, you can do anything. Thank you for being you. Thank you for
Yeah.
pushing. Thank you for showing others what it's like, right? Even with some of the challenges that we may have, that
Yeah.
if we put in the work, if we keep going, right? If we have the the confidence.
The confident.
Sorry about that. If we have the confidence that uh, we can achieve it. We can make it happen. Thank you so much
No
for
problem.
joining us today. Other than Milan, what's up next for you, and where can we find you on social media?
So, um, you can find me on all social media paths. When it comes to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, it was just type in Stilt Shoes. If you want, you can visit my website, which is www.stiltshoes.com. But other than Fashion Week, I'm just getting ready and just hitting the ground running. And I know this is just this is just the beginning.
Yes, yes,
And I'm grateful and I appreciate everybody that support me. I'm grateful to be alive and doing my craft. And I thank God for everything.
yes, yes. And we thank God for you.
Thank
So
you.
may the divine continue to bless every work of your hands, and that you continue to be successful in every last one of your hopes and dreams when they come to fruition.
Thank you so much, Sue. I appreciate you a lot.
Yeah, I love you so much, brother.
I
Thank you
love
for joining. Thank you for joining us today. Dave said there are pop-up shops coming. Listen, for more information, you can head over to Stilts Shoes. Let me just
Yes,
make
it's
sure.
definitely Pop stops coming. That's gonna be like the next step. But next year, I'm definitely gonna have quite a few pop-up shops coming.
Mm-hmm. It's stillshoes.com, yes?
Stillshoes.com, yes.
Yes, yes.
www.stillshoes.com.
So
Correct.
that link is in the chat. Be sure to visit stiltshoes.com. Support this young black entrepreneur, and we will be back next week. We're back next week with some more with another inspirational guest. So until then, you know what I always say. I want you to stay lifted. I want you to stay motivated. And most of all, I want you to stay inspired. God bless y'all. See you next week.